Well, here we are again. Life in the condo in Rayong. Just wanted to give an update on how things are going. Nina's out working, so I'm here by myself thinking about what I can do today. So I thought, why not do an update to see how it's going? Anyway, the last one was over a month ago, and we had arrived in Rayong. And November 4th, I had the hospital emergency situation with my enlarged prostate. I've been taking the alpha blocker med that they give me every night, just a 1 milligram minimal dose, and I guess that helps, bring blood to all parts of the body, lowers your blood pressure, and ah, sometimes I'll go pee once in the night. Sometimes I'll go. One time I went 6 times. This is like total anomaly. I don't know why that happened. It was like within the last week or so, and then it returned to normal. Maybe zero, maybe 1 or 2 times at the most that I get up. Anyway, I look a little tired right now, so I just took some spirulina. Hopefully that's kicking in. Help me. My teeth are green. No, they're not green. They're yellow. That's because I was a smoker. Anyhow, so here we are. I'll just show you around again. The condo. This is the area. And we set up our massage table last night. Nina's going to give me a massage there instead of on the mat on our bed. We have a mat. She works in the bedroom with that. The swimming pool. There's the kitchen bathroom. Swimming pool is still closed. Not still, but it was closed about 2 weeks ago, or more. It's almost the third week. So we've been missing that. They're cleaning the pool, so they emptied it out. I swear to God, there was like 10 people in there cleaning, this way and this way, on the floor, on the side, and some guy doing tile grout, and then they just disappeared. I mean, about a week ago, they started putting some water into it. I thought, oh, good, they're going to fill it up. No, no. I just asked them yesterday, when's the pool going to open? No, well, the crew is going to be back in the new year next. Well, it's Monday, so it's this week. It's 30th, so maybe at the end of this week, the 3rd or 4th. Yeah, they'll be here to finish that, empty it again, and then clean it again because it's been accumulating leaves and stuff from the atmosphere. So they empty it, clean it again, and then fill it up. Maybe in a week we'll have our swimming pool back. I miss it because I don't go out as often to swim because the ocean's not that clean. I've gone a couple of times, but there's kind of a thin film of whatever. The oil refinery is not too far from the beach. And there's ships coming in. You can see about 10 or 12 every time I go there, either waiting to go in, probably what they're doing, but then they got to leave too. So they're just sitting there, and I assume they've got cargo to unload one way or the other. Gas, oil, I don't know what else. So anyway, we actually went on a really nice trip with our new friends Juan Manuel and his wife Nooch, who I met Juan online. I put a call out on the Rayong expat site. Anybody, any Americans living in Rayong area like to get together once and share stories and so on. And I heard from Juan. Juan looked like a really nice guy, and he seemed friendly. And he said, "Let's get together." We went. I think we got together that day. We met at this cafe called Bellini's, Italian cafe on the river. Really nice place. and just chatted. And then we went down to the beach, I think, and did something there, and then came back. But anyway, we spent a couple hours together and got acquainted. And he said, "Well, we live in Rayong. We've been here 3 years, and we have another home up north in what's called Sukhothai. It's about several hours drive, I think. Maybe more like 10 hours drive to get there. It's way up north in the Isan area." And they go up there. He built her. Built his wife a new small miniature house. They call it a knockdown house. They brought it in on a pickup truck, totally weighed down. The back end was like barely off the ground. And they put the house down they built a concrete slab, put the house down, and now his wife goes up there, and maybe he goes with her, and they're doing the outside landscaping and building the front cover for the porch, etc. So there's little projects they have there to finish it up, and it's right on the property that her dad gave to her. Said, more or less, he just said, when when you're older, you can use this piece of land to buy a house, to build a house. So he gave her the land, one AER. It's like a small section of an acre, and but a nice area in a rural area. So we haven't been there yet, but he took us out on this trip to this restaurant. It seemed like an hour's drive. It was in the middle of nowhere. I've got a video I'll try to attach. And it was like this in a lake, and then around the lake they had all these little places to eat, separate, private little area. And the way they delivered the food was on a motorcycle with a guy holding the dinner or the food like this one, driving with his other hand, a motorcycle all the way around this loop. And they delivered ours pretty much like on land, because we were in the lake. We weren't out there in the lake area. We were on the other side of the lake. Anyway, that was our first trip with him and his wife and their friend and friend's brother. Their friend, forget her name now. It was her birthday, and she was getting ready to leave for Bangkok for a new job. So took her out to dinner. That was our first trip. And then second trip, we went to the beach. Third trip, we went out again to this restaurant that was called the Rayong. It had a zoo, so I can't remember the name, but it was just something that his wife knew about, so she drove us all around and finally ended up pulling in there. I'll try to attach some photos from that video too. And had a meal there, pizza. That was it. If somebody saw a pizza sign, Juan, he likes to eat. So he saw the pizza, said, "Oh, we got to stop for pizza." So we drove all the way on down and back around. On the way back, she thought, "I know where to go for a pizza." So we went there. And then the other day we went out. We also went shopping with him one time at Lotus, the big store, and what's called the WAN market. Huge. It's like Walmart times 2. They have everything there. Came back, and then last night, 2 days ago, we went to a lake, big lake with a food court and rides for the kids. It must be the New Year's celebration for that area. It's rural. It's out there in the middle of nowhere, as far as I could tell. Rayong district. Anyway, so we've been out a lot of trips with Juan and his wife Nooch. Very nice, very kind of them to take us. They said, we'll invite you to all our trips as we go. It'll be good to have company. And we appreciative of them for that. Juan's into health. He takes good care of himself, and so does his wife. We're trying to do the same, because he's about 62. I'm 73, almost 74 now. And I can see I'm aging. I mean, I've already lost a little more hair, starting to grow back a little bit up there. But other than that, I got a little numbness in both feet. That's called small fiber neuropathy. I've had that almost 6 to 8 years, something like that. It hasn't changed, hasn't gotten worse. Trying to do what I can to not, to keep it from getting any worse. So far, so good. I can walk fine, no problem. Don't really. It's not really. It's deep numbness. It's not external surface numbness, but I can feel it when I move my feet. Anyway, other than that, the BPH problem, I got my medicine that I'm still taking. I went to the pharmacy to get a refill, and I said, "How long do I have to take this stuff?" And said, "Oh, you got to take it for at least 3 months." And do other things that with your diet, with your exercise, whatever, that'll help slowly reduce the size of the prostate. It takes time because it's been a long time getting to where it was. So I'm taking that till we leave for November, December, till the end of January. Then I got to go see he said, then go see your urologist, probably the same one at Bangkok Hospital that I saw when I had the emergency, or after that. I went the same morning. Anyway, other than that, that's the major breakthroughs right there. Making a new friend and his wife, Thai wife. Nina's, it's up and down with her business. So today she's got 2 appointments. Tomorrow another one. Yesterday she had a Sunday, so she had one yesterday, but it canceled. So she did that this morning. Anyway, things are going along. As long as she has a little work, a little money in her pocket, I don't have to give her, 1,000 baht here, 2,000 baht there for to keep her afloat, so she doesn't get depressed about being poor, because she was born and raised in a family that was poor. She learned a lot. She was a farmer's daughter, and she still eats the same foods as she ate when she was growing up. But she doesn't like to be without money. And whenever she's, like the other day, her phone started acting up with this advertisement, constant advertisements popping up. There were pop-ups. And she was just going crazy. It's like, what the, swearing at the phone, throwing the phone down. I couldn't figure it out. I said, we got to go to a repair shop. And so we went to what's called Passion Mall. We took our motorbikes, parked it, and walked across the overpass. Got it fixed for, they said, come back in an hour and a half. It'll be 800 baht, $24. We'll clean your phone of the malware or the whatever it is that's attached to your phone. She said she pushed something before and then it started to happen. So you never know. Be careful. Anyway, she went back. She paid the 800 and she had to get a new screen on her phone because something was broken on the glass cover. Another 200. So she spent 1,000. I'd just given her 1,000 the day before to make sure she had a little something in there. So that was gone. So I gave her another 1,000. Keep her happy. Anyway, we've gone over this month. We're trying to stay within my Social Security income and her income, but we're going over now at the last of the month. It's the 30th. Yesterday we went over because I gave her another 1,000. But the only reason we went over is because as I may or may not have mentioned before, I think it was in November, her niece up in Ubon, where Isan area, where she's from, Nina's from, who lives at the parents' home in the village since they're passed. And she lives there with her husband and her almost 2-year-old child. His name is Garfield. Called Nina one day and said, our water pump went out. It's been 15 years since we got the last one, and that's how we get our water for everything, cooking, showers, watering outside, anything. So I said, how much was the new one? 6,000 baht for a new one. I said, okay. Since they don't have the money, they're just hanging in there, trying to keep afloat as most Thai people in the country are. I said, okay, I'll loan you the 6,000 baht. First I said, I'll give it to you. Nina said, oh, I'll pay you back. I said, no, you're not going to pay me back. Then I thought about it that night. I said, I sent them the money so they could get some water, their water back, and a new water pump. And that night I thought, nah, don't make it so easy, Chris. You've been doing this since you got here. Your daughter owes you 110,000 baht. That's 3,500 bucks. She's in the United Arab Emirates doing massages there to make more money to pay all her other people back, and then she'll pay me back. That's the only money I may get a little bit of back. Otherwise, it's just, I'm gifting family members who need it for this, that, or the other. So this time I did it again, and I thought, no. So I told Nina, tell your niece, her name is Fern. Tell Fern I will give her the 6,000, of course, for the water pump, but she has to pay me back 3,000 when she gets her 10,000 baht government payout that was promised during the election. The Pheu Thai Party, which is the party that came in second, but now they're in charge of the government. They promised, if you vote for us, we promise a 10,000 baht subsidy to every Thai person making under a certain amount with a low bank account, elderly, disabled, etc. And Nina's eligible, her niece Fern is eligible, her husband's eligible, her nephew's eligible, he lives close to us here. So I said, once you get that 10,000, send 3,000 to me. I'll gift you 3,000. That's 80 some dollars or something like that. She said, okay, no problem. No, thank you very much. So at least I didn't give give it all away. And I need to be more careful because our money's tight. Anyway, so this month, that's where the extra 6,000 went. I'll get three back. So I say only 3,000 went down in the long run. And so otherwise we would have stayed under my 900 and I think I got $935 this month. The exchange rate has been different every time I get the money. It's when it's sent, that's when they do the exchange rate transfer to the bank, my bank. And previous month I got 903. This month I got 935. We'll see what it is in January in about 5 days. With the 3% cost of living increase, 3 or 3.5. So an extra 30, 40 bucks. And we'll see what it comes out to then. But I have no control over that. They send it when they send it. I can't decide when it's sent. And so that's it for now, I think. And all things considered, it's a nice day outside. You can see the sunshine a little bit out there going through the bedroom. You can see the edge of the condo there. So I'm going to go on out there, get some sunshine. I'm trying to figure out a way to improve my vision because my left eye is starting to go blurry. Right now I can see things, but it's all a blur even at this distance. I get closer, I can actually read the small print. Okay, so it's would that be far-sighted, which means you can't see up close. No, nearsighted means you can't see far. It's blurry when I look farther out. And so when I get up close, it's better. Right side, thank God, is pretty clear, probably 20, 25, whatever. It's always been my strong eye. Left eye is weak. That's this one. Left side is weak because I had injury to my neck. Goes on down. So far, so good. I'm only on one medication. That's levothyroxine for my thyroid they took out 10 years ago, 11 years ago now. So I'm grateful. Happy New Year to everybody that's watching this. And I hope 2025 brings us all good luck and health and a little more happiness than 2024. See you all next year. Bye for now.